Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ohio Talk. My name is Aaron May. Today I'm going to be bringing to you my 2021 Major League Baseball standings predictions. I just want to start off by saying I do not own any of the Major League Baseball logos that you'll be seeing in this video. And all my social media stuff is down below. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump right on into it. We're going to start off with the NL Central. And last place, I have the Pittsburgh Pirates. They have gone in total rebuild mode. If the Pirates do not lose a minimum of 100 games, I personally would be shocked. It's going to be a rough season for the Pirates. In fourth, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. They aren't that bad of a team. It's just that good of a division. I have a three-way battle pretty much for first place. I think the first three places could really go to anybody. But so that just kind of leaves the Brewers out. Third place, we have the Chicago Cubs. Just because I don't really know what direction they're trying to go in. I think they're going to rebuild, and they don't. So it's just one of those teams. I put them in the middle. I have them competing for a top spot in the division, but I'm not positive on which Chicago is going to come into the season. So I just third safe. Second, I put the Cincinnati Reds. And if their offense can really get going and not do what they did in the playoffs last year, this will be a good team. Losing Trevor Bauer to the Dodgers hurts, but I think there are a lot worse things that could happen to the Reds. They have guys that can fill the void, like Michael Lorenzen and TJ Antone. And they just need offense. If they've got offense, they'll be a good team. First place in the Central, we have the St. Louis Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. The Cardinals do not die. They just don't. I mean, whenever you think they're going to die, they pull something out of the rear and they go on this massive run. Cardinals are always in the mix of it. And this year's not going to be any different. We have the AL Central. Fifth, we have the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers fans are going to be in a lot of pain this year. Another long rebuilding season. Hope for a good draft pick. And fourth, we have the Kansas City Royals. It's a pretty similar story. They're going to be bad. I think the Tigers are just going to be worse, but both teams are rebuilding. We're on to the third rebuilding team, the Cleveland Indians, who got rid of Francisco Lindor. You know, there's not much left from that 2016 World Series run if there's anybody. And it's not the same team that it was 5 years ago. So for that reason, I have them third. I have them being the best, worst team in the division, if that makes any sense. Second, we have the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins, at the minimum, I think are going to get a wild card spot. And they're really good. They're a really good team. I think they could win 96 games. But I think that the Chicago White Sox are just that much better. I have a lot of confidence in the White Sox. They've kind of come out from nowhere. A lot of good young talent and a lot of great offense. And I think there's a lot of potential in Chicago, particularly with the White Sox, to come out and have a fantastic season. In the NL East, this is a division I struggled with some. Miami, I'll be honest, I'm not too sure where to put Miami. After last season, I'm left confused. After they made the playoffs, I don't know what to do with them. Are they on the upswing? Was that a fluke? Or is it the same Marlins? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody really has any good answers for the Marlins. Most of the time they come in fifth. I think that's just why I put them there. And in fourth, we have the Washington Nationals. It's not the same Washington Nationals that won the World Series. I don't really have much hope for them this year. I think they need to really start rebuilding. Third is the New York Mets. Low Mets. Mets are going to Met. You could put the best players in the world on the Mets in their prime, all time. Could have Babe Ruth on the team with Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds, Sandy Koufax, Cy Young himself. The Mets would still find a way to miss the playoffs. Okay. It's one of those, if the Mets makes the playoffs, I don't know where to predict them because it's the Mets. I don't know. In second, we have the Philadelphia Phillies. I have them having a good, better bounce back year. I don't know. I have some confidence in the Phillies. It's a gut feeling I have with the Phillies. I feel like they're going to be a lot better this year. I feel like they have a chance on making a wild card spot. I don't think they're going to win the division, but I think they have a chance at a wild card spot because the division's easily going to the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta is scary with, guys like Acuna and whatnot. It's a scary ball club. I can't say enough good things that are coming out of the Atlanta Braves right now. It's brilliant, and I think they've got a good chance on making a deep run in the playoffs. That brings us to the AL East. That poor Oriole. He's smiling, but look at those eyes. That Oriole has seen some things. He's about to see a lot more things. It's not going to be good. They need to add a little teardrop coming out. Poor guy. Fourth, we had the Boston Red Sox, which feels taboo. Putting the Red Sox in fourth just feels taboo. I just don't have, once again, gut. I don't have a good feeling about the Red Sox this year. Can't really put a finger on it. I don't see the Red Sox being true competitors this year. Third, we have the Toronto Blue Jays, who the young talent is insane. They made the playoffs last year. I think that was key. I knew they were going to get killed in the playoffs last year, but they needed to get a taste of the playoffs. They got a taste of it. And I think they have a chance at a wild card spot. Second, we have Tampa Bay. Their World Series run for me last year isn't enough to put them in first. Once again, fantastic team. I mean, they'll be in the playoffs again. I'm almost certain of it. But they're not beating the New York Yankees. If you don't put the Yankees in first, I'm going to ask you this. If you don't have the Yankees in first, I ask you to explain why. For me, they're obviously the best team in the division. It's not close. I don't even feel like I need to really go over it. The NL West, the Colorado Rockies, they don't have Arenado anymore. I take that as they're waving the white flag. They give up. They're done. They're done. Blow it up. Fourth, the San Francisco Giants. They're coming out of a rebuild. I think in a year or two, they'll be moving back up this in the NL West, but it's not the year yet. They aren't going to be awful. They're just a lot better teams in the division than the Giants. Third is the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's another one of those teams I did not know what to do with. I think that the Diamondbacks and the Giants could easily flip-flop. I didn't know what to do with the Diamondbacks. So, third safe bet. Second is the San Diego Padres. They're good. They are going to get a wild card spot easily. Easily. But is it enough to beat the Dodgers? Yeah, I came very close to putting them first. I sat on this one for about 15 minutes last night, looking at rosters and stats. I came this close on putting them in first. I decided not to. It easily could, though. Then at first, you have the Dodgers, and it's no big surprise. They just got Trevor Bauer. They keep adding. I don't understand. But they're going on a deep run again this year. There's no question about it. In the AL West, in fifth, Mariners playoff streak continues this year. A lot of pain in Seattle, a lot of misery. You guys, Mariners fans, know enough of it, so I'll let you be. The Rangers, rebuild time for them, my opinion. I don't see much going on for them this year. Third, we have the Oakland A's, another team that can go either way. It's why I have them in third. They aren't going to be awful, but I don't see them being a superpower. But every year when I think this, they win 95 games. They leave me confused. And so I put them in third because they can end up in fourth. They can end up in first. So middle ground. In second, I have the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. I think they're due to try to push for a wild card spot. They have to get Mike Trout back in the playoffs. They have to, right? They have to. They can't keep missing forever. They have to. Right? And first, it's the only team I'm going to really pick on with the logos. The Houston Astros. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I don't like talking about the Astros. It's the one team that I will publicly talk about how much I dislike for obvious reasons. Let's continue. My way too early World Series prediction is the Atlanta Braves representing the NL and the New York Yankees representing the AL. And so I'm probably jinxing both these teams right now. They'll either not make it to the playoffs or you'll be eliminated in the first round. The Yankees are sweet, but I think the Braves are better. I have the Braves winning the World Series in 6 games. Congratulations, Atlanta. You are now going to find a way to miss the playoffs. You have been jinxed. But in all seriousness, I think they have the best chance. I bet on last year. I was wrong. Don't let me down, Atlanta. It's your year to shine. Thank you guys for watching this video. We'll come back to this video at the end of the season and see how I did. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.